I couldn't even keep track of all this. Princess Diana, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa. These are people, I can go on and on. People that I admire deeply all came to you for insights and advice. Even if you just learn from them, I want to hear that. You've empowered 50 million people in 100 countries. #1 professional development program of all time. I've been to your classes. A lot of folks have. All shared it, lots of wisdom right there. But the amazing thing is that when we look around, we see a lot of people my age who love you. I'm seeing my kids who literally are going to your seminars. What is it about the new generation that makes them resonate with you so well?
I think millennials have grown up in an environment where they learn self-education is required. A traditional education makes you like everybody else, and most people are struggling. So they've been exposed to TED, they've been exposed to master classes and things like that, and they have the tools right there wherever they are because their phone's in their pocket. So they're a different generation, and I think they're very driven to learn. They really want to grow, they want to be the best they can be, and when you give someone an experience that's that powerful, they don't forget, and they tell everybody else, and then social media spreads it. So our events that used to be like when you went 3,000 or 4,000 people are like 14,000, 15,000 people.
I wish I was as cool with my kids as you are. I aspire to that. All right, so New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
I've always felt they were important, but a lot of people not so sure. I think it's intimidating. People don't think they can set big goals and reach them. What's your thought?
Well, I think there's a difference between saying what you want to do next year and actually resolving. A resolution is supposed to be a resolution where you resolve. There's a difference saying, I want to do this, and then you try and it gets uncomfortable, or your stomach is hungry, or something doesn't work, or exercise doesn't feel good. But when you resolve something, it means you cut off any possibility except the thing you've committed to. When someone's totally resolved, they promise themselves, I'm going to go until. Most people's New Year's isn't a resolution. It's a statement of a couple things I'd like to accomplish. And without a clear plan and without enough emotion, they're not going to follow through when the tough times come.
Yeah, soft. Come on over here.
Sure.
Tony today is going to rehab resolution with all of us. He's going to set us into truly resolving things to do, resolutions that will last this year so it's better than last year. And the first thing we get you unstuck with has to do with weight loss. You mentioned hunger pangs.
Yes.
A lot of people this time of year are saying that's a big deal for them. So I'm going to ask Jenny. Where's Jenny?
Right
Jenny,
here.
come on down, Jenny. If you told us you wanted to come meet Tony, there he is.
Hi, nice
How
to meet
are
you.
you?
I'll get out of the way. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I know that your general sentiment was you don't like the body that you're living in.
Yes, that's right.
So please tell Tony, yes.
Okay, so
Has it always been that way, or did it happen at a certain stage of life?
It happened 8 years ago when I became a mom.
Okay.
And I never lost the baby weight.
Yes.
And I kept saying, I'm going to lose weight. And I would declare, make this big announcement. I would start eating better. I would exercise a little, lose a couple of pounds, and then I would lose momentum. I'd slip back into my old habits.
What is the reason why you would eventually push yourself to start losing? You get fed up, you get frustrated to a threshold, and you finally say, I got to do something. What would be the trigger for you?
Yeah, just looking at myself in the mirror and not recognizing myself.
Okay, so if you want to look at it, I read you wrote a little note that he sent me in advance saying a little bit about how you got here, and one of the things that you talked about in there is I guess you run business councils of some sort, or women's
networking, yeah.
Right, and you have your child and you have your life, and yet you feel like you can do anything except weight loss.
Exactly.
Is that language correct from you?
Absolutely.
So that's where you have to start, because all of us do basically what we believe. If our beliefs are limited, then our life is limited. And right now, it sounds like you're in a place called learned helplessness, and every one of us gets there at times. Learned helplessness means you start believing nothing will work, and once you believe that, it's self-fulfilling. So there's 3 beliefs that have got to change in you.
Okay.
The first problem is you're starting to think this problem that you have is permanent. There are no problems that are permanent, only your soul is permanent. I can show you anybody it's been done. Second one is you think the problem is pervasive. Because my weight is not where I want it to be, my whole life is messed up. And it's not true. You have a beautiful child, you have beautiful business and life, but when you start thinking it's pervasive, you get overwhelmed.
Sure.
Right? And then the third one is you think it's personal. You think there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with you. Here's what you have to be able to do. We have to shift those beliefs, and then you have to come up with the right strategy and a different story. Like you have a story that says nothing works, and a different state, because when you go to think about dieting or exercising, what most people do is they do extremes. Like you hit your threshold, okay, I'm gonna go on a fast for 20 days, And the first day you're going, well, juice would be good, and the afternoon you're going, a burger isn't so bad, right? So when you do extreme, dieting, we all know what happens to your body. Your body goes in survival and it slows down your metabolism and it makes it even worse.
Yes.
Extreme exercise. That's why all the people you see on these television shows like the extreme makeover shows, what are they called?
Biggest Loser.
Biggest Loser, yeah.
Almost all of them gain the weight back because they're losing to try to be on TV. They're losing with extreme dieting, extreme exercise, and it's not sustainable. You need to lose a half a pound to a pound a week and gradual way to do it. You need the right strategy. So I'm going to bring you to one of my seminars as my guest.
Oh,
immerse you in it so you can
Oh
become
my
a
God.
coach, okay? And we'll make that happen.
Thank you so much.
All right? We're going to get strategy, and we're going to get you a coach that's going to help you.
Thank
Do
you
both.
very
It
much.
takes only one moment, think about this, guys, only one moment to change everything. You just flip the switch today.
Yes, absolutely.
When that switch flips, then a whole cascade comes, which means you can do great for other people as well. But you, the ideas are fantastic, but your soul, what's permanent, that's really what matters.
Yes.
And that's got to come to the forefront. So I'm asking you again, because I don't want this to be a wish list, as Tony pointed out.
Sure.
This time of year, you got to resolve deep down to make this happen.
Absolutely.
New year, new life for you. That's
Yes,
what we're
I'm gonna
gonna
do it.
And put
Thank
you in
you.
total immersion.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.